Taurus, hello there my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for mid-December 2023. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card here so we could dip our toes into energy and see what's happening for the lovely Taurus collective. Hope you're all doing fabulous and fantastic, my friends. Let's get it going, my guides. Talk to me. What do we have for the Taurus collective as we move into the holiday season? About to start busting out the beard ornaments for you, my friends. Let's get it going. And yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card. Then we'll get into the full reading itself. And at the very end, pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always interesting. But let's get it going here. Let's rock and see what we got for Taurus. My guides, talk to me. What's happening with my friends? What is going on? We're getting very close to the new year as well. It's an exciting time of year, right? Unless you live somewhere cold and you're bundling up like me. But here we go. Interesting. The Helping Hands. Love this card. It's very protective, but there's a lot of things that it could focus on, not just help or assistance. It's extremely spiritual here, Taurus. So we're really going to want to break this card down. Before we do, though, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the December subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Let's talk about this card. So we see here, we have this lovely lady. It looks like she's taking a nap in the clouds. Looks very comfortable to me, right? Wish I could take a nap in the clouds. But she is surrounded by these hands. So there's a few different things we could think of with this card. First off, rest or sleep itself. Maybe Spirit is asking you to rest, recharge, recuperate your batteries. Hopefully you're not having issues with insomnia or sleeping or anything like that. Some of you could just be having some funky dreams, right? And if that's the case, maybe you want to jot them down when a card like this shows up. But a big thing is the Helping Hands. This is a card where Spirit tells us, hey, you are being watched over, okay? You have people watching out for you on the other side. Your guides, spirit team, ancestors, angels, whatever you want to call it. So there is that spiritual assistance on whatever journey that you're going through. So this is a really nice energy to start up with. I always say also with this card, do not be surprised in the coming days and weeks if somebody literally asks for your assistance. Like, hey, can you give me a hand with this? Can I borrow a couple bucks? Maybe you need someone else's assistance. Nothing wrong with that if you really do need it. Okay, but it's spiritual, but there's a lot of things happening. Obviously, only take it how it hits. Let's get into tarot. And I always say with that first card, it doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a footnote. But yeah, maybe you need to have a little nap yourself. Let's get it going and get your 3 cards in the upright. Then we'll get into the intuitive juiciness. So let's shuffle it up here one time for the lovely Taurus collective. And while we do, let's talk about last week's reading. The energies have seemed quite light for you in recent weeks. So even if you've been going through tough things, hopefully it starts lightening up for you. But last week's reading was titled A Surprising Offer. And I've been seeing that go throughout the zodiac in recent weeks, where there could be opportunities and offers coming in from all sorts of different directions. So if you haven't received one, that could still bleed over into the coming days and weeks. Always keep that in mind. But we're going to see what energy shows up for you this week. As you know, energy is very fluid, never set in stone. So only take this how it hits for you, because we could be seeing your vibe or somebody that you're linked to. So let's get it going here. 3 cards for my Taurus friends, please. Let's see what's happening in mid-December. Okay, thank you. Okay, Queen of Pentacles, that's a card that could represent you. Not gender specific, always keep that in mind. But I love this energy because it always reminds me of the Empress. So whenever I get Queen of Pentacles, I feel like this is a very good start. But once again, you're an earth sign, so this could be important. It could be a very important start to this reading. Let's get 2 more for Taurus. Okay, yeah, the deck is being very specific for you now. And if you're new here, I only read jumpers, so I only take them when they pop out of my hand. Let's see what we got. Okay, interesting. So we have Ace of Wands here, new. So the energy of offers is still literally on the table. I love this Ace of Wands energy. It's very, very nice. Let's get you one more and really start to break it down. Okay, so you're going to have a bonus here, and this could be very, very good for you, my friends. We have a card of mystery here on the back end with the 2 of Swords, which we really want to get over to that, okay, especially with the 1-2. But your bonus is a pretty darn good one. We got the Six of Wands right here, beautiful. So yeah, Taurus, let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes, then we'll get into that juicy intuitive stuff. So at first glance, I look down here at this spread. Lots of interesting things happening here. Elementally, at the very least, we have a card that could represent you with the earth. We have fire, we have air, we have more fire. So you always know what I say about the fire-air mixture. It could be a little unpredictable in good and in tough ways. Two of Swords, a card of mystery, 1, 2, low number cards. So there could be a lot of new things coming into your life or new chapters starting. So I'm getting a little sense of excitement here, which is good. But let's go through piece by piece. Position number 1, the Queen of Pentacles. As I already mentioned, it's a card that could represent you. It could represent another earth sign. Once again, not gender specific. Now, generally, when we see queens in the tarot deck, they represent the inner realm, whereas kings represent control. Queens are inner feelings. So when I see the Queen of Pentacles, of course, you might be business minded. You might be money minded in this time. I see her, I think of the Empress, right? So I think of possibilities. I think of abundance. I think of sturdiness. Very good things like the blessings of life and the fruits of labor, all those good things. Now, every card does have challenges. Sometimes this card could be a little stubborn. Sometimes the Queen of Pentacles could be a little smothering, depending. So hopefully you're not going through any situations like that. But I do like her, like on face value. Now, since it is my simplistic style of reading, it could just, when we clarify it, tell us something that's coming towards you or what you might be feeling. And the Queen of Pentacles also represents mother figures. It represents fertility. It represents possibilities. So we have a lot of things lining up here just with this very first card. Now, as we move to the center, we have the good old Ace of Wands. Now, I always say all aces are opportunities, so they could be opportunities, they could be offers, just like we saw for you last week. So those energies are still sticking around. Now, this is of the fire element. What do we think of with fire? Passion, desire, burn, forward momentum. This is a card of action and forward push. So this is really good. To me, the Ace of Wands is kind of like a spark plug, like something that sparks off. Yes, I could use the word explosive because it's next to air and there's more fire, but something could pop off suddenly, okay? Especially next to an unexpected or mysterious type of card. We'll want to see how it all plays out. Now, the Ace of Wands could represent your energy levels, okay? So how you're feeling energetically. And we did kind of see that with the Oracle card. Make sure you're getting rest, recuperation, you're not wasting your energy. The Ace of Wands could also represent the libido. So for a lot of Tauruses in this time, you might be a little more fired up in that realm, if you know what I mean. We'll keep it PG though, right? This is a family program. Put that Ace of Wands down right there. Now moving to the back end, we got the Two of Swords. Interesting, okay, because it does have some connotations that could represent challenges. This is a card where some readers see it as confusion, indecision. Now, all twos in tarot represent partnerships, choices, being at a crossroads. Do I go left? Do I go right? But this one, generally people think of it as someone who's like confused. They don't know what to do or where to go or anything. There's a lot of mystery involved with this. But in my style, I also see this as just a card where it's like the unexpected or the surprising, which is another thing I've been seeing for you. Also, the fact that it's a very low numbered card. There could be things popping up out of nowhere for a lot of Tauruses here, and I don't feel like they're all bad. Keep that in mind. There could be a lot of new, there could be a lot of unexpected or surprises. So we'll see how it all plays out. But of course, this could be someone that you're linked to. They might not be in the best mind state, or there could be some like confusion or misunderstanding, worst case scenario. Now moving to your bonus real quick before we keep it pushing, we have the Six of Wands, beautiful energy. This is ruled by Leo, I believe, and in the positive, it represents victory, public notoriety, kudos for the things that you've done, recognition. This is a beautiful card of victories and triumphs. So this is really nice for us to have as a bonus, right? Because it could be flavoring the whole message. The Six of Wands can sometimes represent that energy to an extreme where it's somebody that's a little egotistical. So watch out in this time if you're connected to anyone that has a heightened ego. Spirit could be warning you about that, but I'm not necessarily getting warning flags here. I'm feeling some possibilities. I want to dive deeper. Let's jump in and clarify. All right, let's get a good shuffle here for the Taurus Collective, my God. See what's happening for my friends, please. And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot. Because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that Queen of Pentacles here. And yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages you want to give to Taurus, you can drop it down in the comments. I don't mind at all. Let's get in on that Queen of Pentacles. What's she doing here? Hopefully it's some good stuff. We'll see. Okay, Death card in reverse. Yeah, a lot of you could be going through a lot of big life changes in this time, or just changes in general. Now we're starting to get a little kick of this karmic energy that I've been seeing for a lot of the zodiac. Do not be nervous about the Death card underneath the Queen of Pentacles, although I do have a niche message that I'll give towards the end of it for some of you, because I'm feeling a mother figure coming through for some of you in this time, like someone who is either a mother figure or is seen to be as a mother figure. I'm not trying to channel like a medium here, but I'm picking it up for some Tauruses. However, the Death card, it could be Scorpio energy showing up here, and it doesn't always represent endings. To me, it's more of like a card of rebirth, second chances, renewal. Like this is the Phoenix rising type of energy, but once again, it's a card of the karmic cycles of life. So for a lot of you, you could be going through some very powerful changes. You could be dealing with karma or karmic cycles, like changes within yourself, changes within certain situations. So this could be a little warning about karma. It doesn't necessarily have to be bad, because remember, we have this now showing up as a close of a cycle, now low numbered cards. So we could be seeing a renewal happen here. Now, I did say, aside from the changes, aside from the karmic energy that I'm already picking up for some of you, and this could even lead way back to what we had here. Remember, I was saying like spirit side, spirit team. For some of you, there is a prominent mother figure's energy for a lot of the Tauruses in this time. For some reason, it's like you're attracting or invoking a mother's energy or a mother's care and love. Take that for whatever it's worth. Let's keep moving. I mean, yeah, sometimes I do a little mediumship, but not on YouTube for this purpose, but I'm picking it up. Let's keep moving over to the Ace of Wands. Yeah, that's intense. Let's see what that Ace of Wands has to say for the Taurus Collective. Thank you. So there might be something you're second guessing here. You might be having issues with a fire sign. We have the Knight of Wands in reverse underneath this Ace of Wands. Now, this is a couple of different things to me. There could be certain things where it's like stopping before it even gets fully off the ground. There could be certain things that you might be second guessing. It's like, okay, well, I see this opportunity, I see this offer, but it feels kind of like cold feet to me when I get this Knight of Wands in reverse. Now, for a portion of you, there could be something that you just want to take slow, or you need to take slow and steady. When this Knight is in the upright, it's blasting towards something very, very quickly, more of this fire intensity. So you might just be in a cautious mind state in this time for a lot of Tauruses, whether you're in a recovery sense or you're in a cautious state. It is showing up here. But I am getting this little bit of cold feet, okay? Like something that before it even fully gets off the ground, it's like kind of shutting it down or slowing it down. For some of you, unpredictability is not your bag right now, or it's something that you really don't want to tolerate or work with, whether it's unpredictable people or unpredictable situations. To me, this is more of like a thirst for some predictability. It's like, okay, I need some stability here. I need some predictability. I'm tired of the guessing games. I'm tired of the unexpected and all that, which is funny because right next to it, we do have a card of the unexpected. So interesting mixture, because now we have like the karmic stuff. Now we have the very cautious energy as well. So let's see what's up with that Two of Swords. For a portion of you, maybe it is Spirit asking you to be cautious in this time. Like, don't jump into something head first. Like, be cautious. I mean, you're an earth sign. You know how to be cautious if you need to be. Okay, so this could be a little bit of a caution or a warning. Let's see what's up with that Two of Swords. Then we'll do a quick recap before we get into the shadow card. So why is that Two of Swords in the mix? Thank you. All right, so much fire here. So much fire on the back end. We have the Queen of Wands in reverse. Okay. Yeah, more of that possible mother figure energy showing up here in the spread itself. Now, the Queen of Wands in reverse, to me, once again, if it's not a fire sign that you're having some issues with, the Queen of Wands is generally a card of confidence, but to me, intuitively, once again, this unpredictability or this unexpected situation is popping up for a lot of Tauruses. Even like if you play it cautious or you're tired of it, you don't want to deal with it, there could be a situation you're currently dealing with where it's like, all right, well, I didn't really see it coming and I don't really want to deal with it, but I will if I have to. But it's all over the place back here. There could be something that's very difficult to avoid. We do have this caution or possible warning in the middle, but this Queen of Wands on the back end with the Two of Swords, it's like, yeah, you didn't see it coming type of energy. So it could be an unexpected situation or a surprising situation right here on the back. Okay, could it be tied up to this karmic change or shift? Absolutely. But sometimes it doesn't matter how cautious we are, how cautious we play things. Things are going to pop up that knock us off our pedestal a little bit, that we don't quite see coming. Now, the one thing I will say, there could be certain things that have shaken your confidence in other individuals in this time. Okay, because usually the Queen of Wands is very confident, very, very sexy, just beautiful type of energy, strong. In reverse, underneath the Two of Swords, like this could be how someone feels about themselves on the inside. So there could have been a knock to confidence. Let's just move forward because I feel like I keep pulling message after message. There's a lot of depth here for you this week, Taurus. So only take what hits for you. Remember, this could be other people's energy. But let's go through. I'll give you a quick little recap, then we'll get into the shadow card. If you kindly look in the box, position number 1, we do have the Queen of Pentacles with the Death card in the upright. A lot of fire energy, Scorpio energy showing up here as well. But to me, this did feel like somebody going through some big karmic cycles, shifts, or changes here. Like there's a lot of things. Now, of course, this could have been something closing or ending. And I was also picking up the energy of mother figures. Take that for what it's worth. Moving to the center, we have the Ace of Wands with the Knight of Wands in reverse. Either spirit cautioning you or someone acting very cautious. Like, I'm tired of the unexpected. I'm tired of the unpredictable. I need some stability here, which we don't get much relief from that here just yet because there might be something you're still dealing with that popped up out of nowhere. We have the Two of Swords with the Queen of Wands in reverse. So it's like, okay, well, even with some caution, there's still going to be unexpected situations or things popping up. Now, for some of you, there may have been a recent knock to the confidence or self-image here as well, but just take it for what it's worth. Remember, this could be other people as well. So Taurus, please take a screenshot. I would say there is a bit of a caution or a warning here in the center, but let's see what's in the shadows for you. Guides, talk to me. Let's shuffle it up one time. And yes, let's see what's in the shadows for Taurus here. And I always like to end off every reading with this, whether it's something within you, maybe it's something you don't quite see. Not every shadow card has to be a challenge, but let's get you one shadow card. And yes, if you've made it to this point in the reading, please feel free to check out channel memberships. I'll put a link for it down in the comments below. It's a beautiful way to support the channel. There's multiple tiers to choose from. No pressure though, obviously. Gotta mention it, right? Let's get you one shadow card. What do we got for Taurus, please? Thank you. 5 of Cups. Okay, so there might be somebody more affected by something than you even realize here, Taurus. With this 5 of Cups, the River of Tears, the card of sadness. Now, for some of you, there might be a sadness within you that you're keeping to yourself or you're not really letting out, okay? We all go through these energies and these feelings from time to time, okay? We all suppress things from time to time as well. But the fact that it's showing up in the shadows, some of you might need to hear that there is somebody you're connected to that could be going through a really difficult one, or they're taking something harder than you think. Like, they might seem like they're fine, it might seem like they're okay, but there's something not sitting right on the inside. Aside from that, the 5 of Cups is Spirit asking us to have some hope in the future. That's the silver lining of this card, because although this person is looking at these spilled cups, there's still beautiful scenery and filled cups as well. So always try to keep that silver lining that, like, yeah, you can knock me down, but you won't knock me out type of energy. There's still a future to be had. So Taurus, that's what I have for you this week, my friends. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the December subscriber surprise. If you got your name in for the November subscriber surprise, the winners will be announced after this week's Fire and Air readings. But for December, I'll be giving away 3 copies of the beautiful Tarot of the Owls. It's one of my favorite new decks out there, and it's really enjoyable to work with. So if you'd like to get your name in for that, it's 2 simple things. As always, my friends, first, you must be subscribed. And second, let me know down in the comments, what do you think tarot is best used for? Is it for looking at love situations, the past, the future, energy checks? Whatever it is, you drop your answer down in the comments below. And as always, the winners will be announced at random at the end of December. My friends, as always, much love to you, and I'll see you next time.